just want to clarify, this COVID pill is not a vaccine. It is just like a medical therapy.
Oh,
So
okay.
it is in
Okay.
addition to the vaccination. So I think, you'd have a double protection if you're vaccinated. And even if there's a small chance that you get hospitalized, that you actually can take the COVID pill, which is just like, if you remember flu, we can take a flu vaccine. And at the same time, if you get flu, you can actually take oseltamivir pill to reduce the symptom. It's just like that, just like that. So we're going to have a COVID vaccine. And at the same time, if people pass through that immunity and then develop COVID-19, then this pill would actually be able to reduce their hospitalizations and deaths. Unfortunately, South Africans got hit hard twice. They had a beta once, and then now they have Omicron. And they feel so strong that the world is treating them, disparately, and they even call it as apartheid. South Africa, as you guys already know, went through an apartheid regime, but they feel bad because they've been isolated. Every country now has stopped, or banned people come from South Africa. So it's a terrible thing, but I'm hoping at least Omicron will slow down. The sad part is that it is spreading a lot faster than Delta. But the good news is it is so far been very mild. And as you see here in America, there I think, there's a spike. In November onwards, as you see, a spike, and it is probably going to go even higher, simply because we're in the holiday winter season where people are, huddled together at home, and because of the severe winter outside, and then the holidays will, bring people together. The sad part is for those who are not vaccinated, they're not masks and not vaccinated. So basically they're in like a gas chamber of COVID-19. And obviously, the end results. And, I have got several patients. And I sadly, say, yesterday I was talking to someone who, we took care of two brothers that died, unvaccinated. We had a nurse that related the story of his own brother. He has two brothers. The older brother that had a stroke took the vaccine, and the younger brother, he was only like 55. He didn't take the vaccine, for whatever reason it is. Unfortunately, both of them got COVID. The one that is not vaccinated died. He just could not believe. And he just was, almost crying to me and said that, Dr. Akula, why people do this? So I'm sure that you all know why they do that. And it is predicted in England, they're looking at 75,000 COVID deaths this winter. So winter is going to be bad. But at the same time, on another positive news that I think, so far the pandemic seems to be becoming like a more seasonal and endemic. Endemic meaning that it is confined to a country or a region and it stays quiet. And I hope so. So let us examine these bar graphs of flu deaths for the last 10 years. As you see in 2020, when we had the COVID pandemic, the peak COVID pandemic, you see 22,000 deaths. It is as a result of the masks, social distancing, hand washing, and whatever there is. This COVID numbers have gone up to 800,000 people. Americans died of COVID. And I don't know what else needs to happen to teach the lesson for those people that are not vaccinated. And I'm going to close with a very, very good news. And that is, we have the vaccination still going. It's the 5,000 people so far vaccinated. That's what Carla just told me this morning. And we have a COVID-19 pill by the Pfizer. They have actually submitted to the FDA, and they're saying that it's supposed to be 89% effective. All the people that have not been vaccinated, one of the important questions that they they ask me is, I get confronted with this. And I love the challenge. I love the challenge. They say, well, you know what? There are a lot of people that are, vaccinated, and they're getting, sick, and they're hospitalized, and they're dying too. And I tell them, they're not dying in that big numbers. And at the same time, guess what? They have reduced, and the illness is very mild, milder than, those people that are not vaccinated. And now we have Pfizer COVID pill, which is supposed to reduce the 89% reduction in hospitalization and deaths, which is a very, very important good news. And the greatest news of all is Pfizer has decided that it is going to provide, it is not going to be a copyright way, it's going to provide this information of how to produce, manufacture all over the world. So anybody can do a generic COVID pill, which is originally invented by the Pfizer. So that is the greatest news. The South Africans complained why we got this variant is because nobody cared for our vaccination. Africa was left over. Africa was supposed to get their vaccination 2023, not even 22. And guess what? These variants will start coming if they are not getting vaccinated. But the good news with COVID pill, if it get approved, and FDA is evidently is going to be approving this month. I'm hoping very soon, given all this spike that we're going to be looking at. So if this is approved, and I'm hoping, India, several, China, every other country will start manufacturing this generic version of Pfizer COVID pill and give it to as many people as possible. So with that good news, I'll stop.